King Kuttah, Empire back at you. We're going to play this clip from the Truth After Dark podcast, cheating on your partner threesome outside the country in an open relationship. But I want you to pay attention to the topic that they're about to talk about here, because this is the reality for a lot of women. But let me let it play and then we're going to chop it up.
Nah, you can't do that.
Do you believe, so there's a woman going viral on the internet and she's showing off her ring, right? And she's like, listen, they told me not to cook for him. They told me not to clean. They told me not to listen to him. They told me. They all told me not to do this, all my friends. And now I'm about to get married. That's why I didn't listen to y'all. So
Baller.
That's going viral.
Baller.
And basically they're asking, the question is, are women really the downfall of other women's relationships?
100%. 100%. Crabs in a barrel. Because when they down, they're going to pull each other. They want you to be like this. Come on now. Like, man,
On the surface level, this is true. And the reason why I say the surface level, this is true, because women has a way of allowing other women tarnish their mindset, tarnish their actions, tarnish their behavior, control their behavior, influence their behavior and relationships, which ultimately causing them to lose out in the end. Like I said, this is on the surface level because women by nature are weak. And this is no shot at them. They are weak. And because they are the weaker vessel, then it don't make sense to be listened to another weaker vessel in the aspect of trying to listen to them for advice when it comes to relationship. It's only going to make you worse. It's only going to make it collapse. It's only going to make it come to an end in the long run. Okay? And a lot of women, they are so excited with what other women is doing, and they allow that energy to pull them, gravitate them to that type of mess. And this is why when a woman in a relationship, she shouldn't be dealing with a woman that's not in a relationship, a single woman. I'm not saying cut the relationship off, but you shouldn't be hanging out with that person because she's going to be on something that you're not on. And if you're not strong-willed, which most of the time these women are not strong-willed, and that type of excitement caused them to gravitate towards it, they end up being on the same tip that their single friends is on, okay? And even if they are not on that tip, they put themselves in a dangerous situation. They put themselves in a situation where they are not shining the very appearance of evil. And what I mean by that, you're out at the club with your single homegirl, and there are men around trying to get with your single friend, and you have to be at the table because you're there with them. It don't look good. It don't look good. And men is able to go back and spread rumors and say this, or somebody that may know you or may know your man may be able to go back and spread rumors because you done put yourself in that predicament, right? And you can't get mad if your man get mad at you. You can't get mad if your man go out there and start, playing the fool because of the rumors that got back. You put yourself in that situation. That's why the scripture says, shun the very appearance of evil. But you women, you don't have enough sense. You don't have enough wisdom to understand this. Women, you should be striving to have married relationship friends. That's what you ought to be striving for. But you women, you on a backwards disposition. You on the, the carousel that's taking you backwards instead of taking you forward. You on a train that's going back instead of going forward. Because you believe in your mind that you need to be connected, you need to be tied to, you need to be friends with what we call bad bees. Huh? That's who you think you need. I need to find me another bad bee to hook up with because I need to be on my bad bee energy. And you're going off. And you ultimately going to lose. Right? Even the bad bees, they are starting to wake up. That's on these reality TV shows and whatnot. They are starting to wake up and realize that they're error of their ways. Right? But you still on a low level, still trying to be a bad bee, still trying to be the it girl, when you should be striving to find relationship or married women who's able to have an impact on you, have an impact on your mind, able to encourage you, able to help you out, right? And hold up a second. Hey, man, I'm in the video. I'll call you back, bro. All right. All right, my bad, y'all. That's my brother calling. But anyway, women, you do have a play in the downfall of your relationship coming to an end. And guys, they be telling you all along, listen, man, you don't need to be hanging out with her. You need to be hanging out with somebody that's married, somebody that's in a relationship, because you no longer have anything in common with this person. I don't care how long you've been knowing this person, but these women, they don't understand that. They don't get that, right? And until you find somebody that's on that level, hey, spend that time working on your purpose. Spend that time investing in yourself. Spend that time improving yourself. But don't get yourself out there and mess yourself up and get yourself in a situation that don't look good, and then get back to your man and he makes some moves, he carry out some actions just because you didn't want to do right, huh? So on the surface level, yes, on the surface level, women mess up their relationships. But the bigger issue here, the root cause of the issue, these relationships mess up because you guys don't hold women accountable. Don't hold them accountable, huh? Your woman should never be in a position where they're allowing another woman to infiltrate your relationship. Never. You should never allow your woman to be in that situation. If your woman want to be out there in the streets, want to be outside, want to have a hot girl summer, you ought to be the one to end the relationship. Not her homegirls having an impact on the relationship. You should tell your woman no. And she say, well, I'm going to do it the way you are. Say, that's the end of this relationship. Okay? So the reason why a lot of girls is able to impact or influence other women's relationship because their man never stand up and be a man. At the end of the day, you have to be a man. Even in 1 Kings chapter 2, right? Around the second verse, David told Solomon to be a man. See, you man, you need to man up. You need to stop allowing yourself to be emasculated. Right? So should no other woman have an impact on your relationship? Should no other woman have an influence in your relationship? And if they do, that means you're not being the man the Most High has set you out to be. I would to the Most High, my woman coming telling me and start acting a certain type of way because of her homegirls and she want to be out in the street, I'm going to say, listen, that's it. Go be out there with them. Okay? All of you bitches that can be out there and struggle. You hear me? Because any woman that's going to leave me, you a bitch. That's as simple as that. Because I know I'm standing for something. I know I'm lifting up a standard. Especially men in the truth. Listen, let me tell you this. If you leave a man that's in the truth, you're leaving him because you're simply a bitch. Okay? I know a lot of y'all don't like that word, but y'all call yourself bitches anyway. Go on out there being a bad bitch. Okay? And suffer the penalty, suffer the crisis. So, like I said, on the surface level, yeah, women have an impact on women not getting married, but at the core of it is you men's fault. You let these women do whatever they want to do. You let these women say whatever they want to say. You let these women go wherever they want to go. Okay? If more men would stand up for something, you'll see more and more women stop allowing their homegirls influence their mind and influence their behavior. Why? Because she know if he don't go for it, I can go up the street and the next simp will accept me as I am. So that's why I'm saying at the core of this issue, at the root of this issue, is men's fault. It's men's fault. If you have more men that would tell their women, you can't do this, I'm not going to allow you to do this, women will stay put. They would not allow other women to influence their mindset because they're going to say, listen, nah, baby, I got to keep my man because I know it's hard out here. I can't go along with what you say. I can't be out here in these streets with you. No. I got to keep my man. It's hard out here. Okay? Let's get some more of this.
Man, I solely believe that marriage has been ended when girls be friends and one get divorced and the other one starts still hanging with her and she just giving her all her bad energy because her shit wasn't right. And then now it leaks into your shit.
You know what I'll say though too? I really believe this. I feel like women have a tendency to vent only the negative stuff because they want to get it off. So they call their friend and every negative thing that ever happened, they told them about it.
Girl.
And then their friends are like, girl, I don't like him. He ain't shit. And then ever since that, they not feeling him. And now everything he does is like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
And then they're friends.
That's why the scripture says, leave your daddy, leave your mama, and be joined to your man, and vice versa. See, a lot of you guys, you are in relationships, but you're not in relationship. You're only there out of convenience. You're only there out of comfort. And you go back babbling your mouth, okay? Like Babylon, you babble, starting all type of confusion. Telling your homegirls, telling your homeboys all type of stuff that they shouldn't be knowing that's going on in your relationship. And now you're looking stupid. Now you got to own up to everything you just shared. You need to stop that. Cut that shit off, okay?
Mean so much to them that it's like they're getting in her head every day. Well, girl, what is he doing? Like, I've had girls where I'm out and I'm.
If other girls is getting in your woman head, let her go. Extricate her out of your life immediately. Immediately. Tell her to get her bags, get her hat, get her coat, and leave. Okay?
Don't even know these girls like that. And like, I'll be out with someone, they're like, oh, who's talking to your man? Who's that? Like, girl, what? Get out of my business. Because I'm not that person. Like, I learned at a very young age, and I hope more women learn this. Stop telling your business to your friends. They're going to be the downfall because they're.
Sometimes Azar, she be talking right, man, but she's right here. Stop telling your business to your homegirls. Your homegirls want your man anyway. She wants you to break up with him anyway, so that later on down the line, when your relationship with her, when y'all stop being besties, she can circle the block and be with your ex, and she gonna tell your ex, I was the one that really liked you anyway, but I was being nice and let her. Well, I thought y'all was friends. No, we ain't friends no more. So what's up? What's up, man? I had a. Man, I ain't gonna even go into it, man. I could tell you so many stories, man.
Going to now judge him. And what's crazy is a lot of those people, if they were in the same situation as you, they would probably stay because they're not in the situation and they're not emotionally bound and they don't know the rest of your relationship. They're going to judge everything about your relationship.
That's why I always say married couples should have married friends. Because if you do have a situation to where you going through something, like you got somebody you can lean on that probably been through the same thing you've been through, and y'all can kind of bounce off each other and heal. Where you got these girls.
And that's right, Paul Pierce. What he's saying is right. And I'm going to say this, and I know a lot of you going to get mad at me, but this is the reality. When you masculine and you got favor in your life and you're a high value, especially according to the Most High Yahweh, listen, all of your women, friends that's single, you can get them. I'm trying to tell you what I know. They homegirls can sit up there and lie all they want. No, I don't see him as attractive. No, they ain't my type of man. They are lying. Because remember, birds of the feather flock together. So they are lying. They're attracted to the same. Listen, if your woman got single women friends, trust me, you can have every one of them. That's why women need to wake up in their mind and realize they need to be with other married women. Because 9 times out of 10, if that woman that's married is not a hoe, not a 304, she's not going to be able to fall victim to your guy. But all your single friends, trust me, hear me. Hear what the word of the Lord is saying. Hear me. Your guy can have your single friends.
Who ain't got nothing, and you constantly going to them or they going through it, they gonna try to put you through it too. That's why I be saying like that.
But your married friends can do that too sometimes. If they're like, whatever, they have a certain standard or they're unhappy, like there's certain stuff for sure, because it's like for instance, what we talked about, where everyone's willing to put up.
This woman missing the point. Married people are going to push other married people, going to be able to bounce ideas off of married people. When I'm talking about married, I'm talking about according to the scripture. I know y'all may think I'm talking about Babylon, but I'm talking about, other married people is going to be able to help other people. They're going to push. No, don't you listen. Stay in there. Longevity. Stay there. Don't do that. No, girl, I'm trying to tell you that ain't gonna work. I did that. It didn't work. Don't you do that. Don't you make that move. And this is what she failed to realize. You're going to get better advice. You're going to get better help. You're going to have a better perspective, a better outlook on life when you're dealing with married people or relationship people when you're in a relationship. But, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We'll come back to you and chop it up some more. To the next video. Peace.